There we go.
A second here.
Oh, YouTube's playing up again.
Why is that?
Because I changed the title and the title's not been changed properly.
Refresh your stream.
Nah, it's not that. It's always buggy. I noticed that. I have to go to video editing and do it properly like that. It's still got the old Operation Monkey. Operation Monkey.
Oh, there you go. Blanky then. Name my blanky. Sorry I had to wake you up, Benny, but my chair is cold. And I'm not really doing stuff. Well.
Since we're watching a stream, you know what I'm going to do?
What are you going to do?
A fucking Kerbal Space Program. And go to the moon. Shit.
14 minutes to go.
I think I'm on the wrong profile, aren't I? Yep, I am. That's shit. Okay, never mind. That's a lie. We're not going to do that. Okay, never mind. We are.
Now just send him the link. I have a large minute, so I'll have to catch up this evening. You can watch it live in your meeting.
Your meeting's boring anyway. Come here. If this is better, I promise. You're gonna watch the entire Arma community get scammed.
That's why Server 1's got 28 players.
I mean, it's better than Star Citizen. If you ever got into Star Citizen, every time they do an update, you'll feel scammed. The Star Citizen's still a great game. Don't kid yourself.
Oh yeah.
Except for they've currently broke it, and they still haven't fixed a bug that almost makes it impossible to play. It's not. I don't know how often it is because I haven't played it recently. But there's a this glitch that your ship might just randomly explode when you exit it.
Reforger.
What's going on? There we go.
I might as well play Clash of Clans.
I made a new world and I don't even know which one was my good one now. Ah, dang it. Well, they're all so similar in money and reputation.
Ooh, yes. Let me sort the stream button out because from the look of it, it just looks like it's off its edge.
It might be.
Yeah,
I just heard the clock do a loud ass click. Jesus Christ, that was loud. Well, I thought it was my game. I clicked a button and I thought I broke it.
Yeah, you broke it.
Don't tell me that. Last thing I need is my rocket just being gone.
Yeah, send it in a bit more so it should work. Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. I'm happy with that.
R&D. Nope, this is not my good one. Did I name it To Space? I think I did. Yeah, I did name it To Space.
Mm-hmm. My YouTube's playing up again. Oh,
I don't know why YouTube's been so garbage lately, honestly.
There we go. Now I can see the chat. I'll pass it on server 1. Well, maybe like you're live on YouTube with a clock on for 10 minutes.
I mean, why not? Might as well. Gotta be a little bit crazy.
Must be too late. Probably after watching the stream, I'll probably go to bed.
Well, yeah, it's fucking late for you. You got work tomorrow.
Yeah, I gotta be up way early in the morning, man. Actually, I gotta minimize this sound. Cause, oh shit, because the copyright bans from Clash of the Clans music.
Oh god.
Oh yeah, oh god indeed.
Imagine you get a copyright strike for that.
I know. You'll be like, yeah, copy strike. Clicked again. 8 minutes to go.
Yeah, I looked at the clock. It's not actually a time. It's just like counting down till 0.
I love it says give us another hour.
Yeah, what if it just like you just see some hand come in and just slowly increase it? That's how I get upgraded. Oh shit, I fucked up already.
What did you fuck up on?
Why did you forgetting to do things? I haven't played this game in...
Yeah, sure. Give me a second, Andrew. Go back.
Yeah, man.
Huh, same TV shows over and over again. Oh, hello there, fellow citizens. There is a sense of change in the air, even though the people around here still don't smile as much. Anyway, welcome everyone around the world to this essential Bohemia interactive stream. My name is Bara, and I will guide you through this program. Tonight we have a big thing coming up. During this evening with Bohemia Interactive, we are going to take a look into the past, but most importantly, and let's face it, we're all waiting for this, we are going to take a peek into the future. We still have some time left, so I want to share some numbers and feelings with you. We recently celebrated 20 years since the release of the first Arma with Bohemia Interactive. In all that time, more than 19 millions of players, content creators, and more than 100,000 items just in Arma 3 have appeared on maps across our universe. For that, our dear community, thank you.
Welcome back.
Without you,
Just
the world of
audio
Arma
starts
wouldn't be so colorful, so vast, so diverse, so
Well, I
unexpected,
think they've gone back
so
in time
epic,
again.
so full of stories.
She's talking about their 20 years of Arma.
I don't think
anniversary.
anyone expected this in the beginning, but let's get back to today.
Like I said, I'm looking forward to tonight. I believe we will have a wonderful time together, full of excitement and new experiences.
Exactly. You never know what to expect. Well, hello there, splendid viewers. Welcome to the stream. Tonight is a big night for Bohemia Interactive. We would like to give many thanks to all of you who have decided to join us instead of watching something or someone else.
Oh, he said thank you.
He said thank you for watching him. He's not thanking me for watching you.
Well, I've got a feeling it's going to be like a 1980 game.
It's
way that-
remastered it. Well, I think it's something. It's remastering the first Arma. Wasn't that set during the Cold War?
Yeah, but
You must really love your coat. You didn't even put it to the closet.
Oh yes,
That's
this is
effectively
very
like Arma
important.
2 and Arma
Take it
3
easy because we
type
have more
of
room
way.
like this, okay?
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, I really like it here. I'm glad we came.
Yeah, me too. It's very nice, warm, cozy.
very nice,
nice
warm,
vibes,
cozy. Looks
nice
like
people,
old and
very-
crappy.
The weather is not good today,
No,
so
no. Much better. Much better.
can't wait for the
I
movie.
like the back paint. It's probably
Oh, and it's about to start.
perfect for
I've
it.
been waiting a very long time for this, like 8 years.
Wait for like this for 8 years.
Sorry, I'm being late.
What the hell?
Yeah, okay, I knew it. That's why it's set like 80s. It's because they're remastering Arma, first Arma.
Oh, I remember the old one.
Yeah, this is what Reforger is.
Oh yeah.
I never actually played this, to be honest.
Nah, it's quite good.
My first Arma was 3.
Mine was 2, but I was struggling on that one. Bad time.
Why is that? Just bad frame rate?
Bad graphics card, everything. Arma 2 there.
See, I have Arma 2, but I have never played it. I've wanted to.
Oh, Arma
Barely.
2 is quite good. Arma 3.
Alright, here comes Arma 4.
And this is what took it to the next level.
Ready? Here comes Arma 4. Take a breath. The screen just pops up. There is no Arma 4. There never was an Arma 4.
That was a villain.
And look at this, dude. It's so good.
we're going back to the Cold War. There's your Arma 4.
Oh my god, it's real!
It's real.
Let's go, baby. This is what we've been waiting for.
Hello, I'm Marek. I'm very pleased to welcome you on the road to Arma 4. Although we still have some way to go, we are ready to share with you our progress, a showcase of what our powerful new Enfusion engine can achieve, and a glimpse of things to come. The scope is unlike anything we have ever undertaken, more so because we are revolutionizing our technology. Our goal is to give you, our community, the game you have been waiting for. That leads us to Arma Reforger, an important and exciting milestone in our journey. But we must be clear, this is not Arma 4, not yet. Instead, our next installment in the Arma series is an open invitation, an opportunity to course correct, and a chance for you to tell us what we are doing right and what we need to change. At the same time, however, we hope to share with you just how far we've come. Arma Reforger takes us back to 1989 and a familiar Cold War setting. In many ways, it's a return to our roots, to Operation Flashpoint, and a return to Everon. 52 square kilometers of island terrain faithfully reconstructed from the original, with plenty of surprises made possible through Enfusion. Together with this, Arma Reforger includes a number of military assets from the era, as well as 2 new multiplayer game modes and workbench editing tool suite. Our focus to provide a fun, rewarding and stable sandbox for you, something that you can immediately enjoy and we can build upon. This is where we are, this is where we are going, and where everything begins. Let's take a look.
Peggy 16.
Oh, they're definitely using a fuse engine on this one now.
Yeah, this is the new one. Everything, all their new stuff going forward is only Infusion.
Oh, it looks so good. Fuck, it looks good.
I'm gonna have to drop so much money.
Really glad they're taking it back to the Cold War.
Like, as long as I get a good sculpt, I'm happy.
Dear friends, we welcome here the CEO of Bohemia Interactive, Marek Španěl, and together with him, the project lead, Jan Dušek. Hello, gentlemen.
Hello.
Hello.
The obligatory questions for both of you. How do you feel in the spotlight here?
I'm really excited to be here because it's a big moment for our company. We finally announced the result of many years of our hard work.
Feels good, doesn't it?
It is great.
Now we need more DLC.
Yeah, definitely. I was looking forward to this moment for so many because development was hard, and now this is the achievement, actually.
We are happy to have you here. Marek, first questions for you. When did the idea of new Arma episode first came up?
I think it's about 5 years ago when Arma 3 was already on the market for quite a while, and we knew the most important is to create next Arma on a new engine. And because Arma is much more than just a game, it's a platform for users to create new things, we decided the first step in the future of Arma needs to be a smaller, more focused game that will invite our creative users to join forces with us and shape up the future of Arma together. And we thought about the name Reforger because it's about reforging the entire Arma series.
Honza, this Reforger, tell us about it. What is it anyway?
Well, as Marek said, I like how this question is simple, but the answer is not as simple as to say it's just a video game. It's a sandbox platform, including gameplay example for people, which we called conflict. There are tools for community, there is workshop, there are many things, actually, and this package is what we call Reforger. And everything is basically based on the new engine, our own new technology. So that's the deal, that's the thing. So Arma Reforger is actually a foundation for Arma 4 and future projects.
Arma Reforger marks a return to Everon. Are we going to find any Easter eggs on the map?
Well, I'm not sure
Well,
many of them are like, because the creative director of the game, Ivan Buchta, is so serious, so he probably removed most of them, but I hope people still can find nice hints about the history of Everon. And also we made the game as a kind of tribute to 80s, because 80s, for some of us, it's the time of when we were kids, and we really tried to put the feel of 80s into Everon as well. So I hope people find some of these links to the beautiful past of Cold War.
So, Arma is typically a game you play with mouse and keyboard, no?
Yes.
Good. How hard was it to transfer this control scheme to a gamepad? Because this is the first time Arma will be available on consoles, right?
Oh,
actually,
Wait,
that was
what?
It's on console?
tricky, and we are still not done yet.
How?
I would even call it like chain of
that gonna work?
Sophie's choices. And people know that actually to control Arma game, it requires all key on the keyboard.
So many buttons
twice,
everywhere.
maybe.
Yes.
So it's very difficult. But, you know, it's getting better by years. It was getting better and better. And now we have this controller. So basically, there are two things to it, actually. One thing is that no matter how great design you have, it's always about playtest and trying it and basically figuring out what's natural, what's more ergonomic. And second thing is that we don't want to have that many controls. We want the authenticity. It's not about controlling every single mode of the character to make it walk, but it's about actually do it intuitively and basically make it more simple.
So, in a nutshell, you will not need extra limbs to play on consoles.
No,
Good.
Now maybe more details. What do you guys think will appeal the players the most, and what do you think will excite them the most in the game?
Well, I really hope people will really feel, even in Reforger, however humble beginning it is to the future of Arma powered by Enfusion, that at the heart of it, it's through Arma with the authenticity, diversity, and open nature of the platform we're building. So what stands apart for me is more chilling attitude, is unlike most of action on YouTube. It's shooter games. It's a really much deeper experience that some people describe in words like walking simulator, and I really like this chilling part of Arma.
Okay.
I like walking. Walking is good. How did your team approach creating Arma Reforger?
Well, it's a simple question, and again, difficult to answer. Basically, the project has high complexity, so we approached the development in the same way as to the features itself. It's an evolution for us. So we started playing.
It actually is on Steam right now.
One by one, and we end up with some system how to deal with it. Actually, a whole development.
It's
$40.
$40.
It's an evolution. We are figuring out which genes will survive. Which
yeah.
So yeah.
It's in no
You
mic.
maybe already said that a little bit, but still, what sets Reforger apart
Yeah,
from the
it's in no
competition?
mic.
Arma Reforger on the surface may look like another shooter, but in fact it's much deeper, and it's not only a game as it is, it's a living platform where we invite users to contribute, to make their own creations, change the game they like. So it's much more complex ecosystem of game,
25
tools,
quid here.
and users that at the end creates this amazing experience.
You gonna buy it?
It's all of it together.
Yes.
What, can we download and play it now?
Okay, this new Enfusion engine.
I don't know if I'm gonna
How does
buy
it affect
right
the
now.
look of the game?
It's a lot of money. $40.
How much better does it look?
It's
a completely new engine, so everything's new for us, and everything looks new. So the look is much
There you go. Look at that.
much
You don't even need an
more
RTX.
beautiful and
You
detailed.
need a 1070 Ti.
But on the other hand, you can
Mac
still
for
see Arma
recommended.
in it. So it's
i7 6700,
not
16 gigs of
engine
RAM.
affecting the Arma feeling,
my
look and feel.
GTX just
Arma actually
barely
isn't
gonna
just
hold
people
it.
who are working on it and the legacy.
Minimum is a
Also,
GTX 6.
My last question for you.
Well, no,
Mark,
you might be
is,
fine. Minimum
How is
is a
Reforger
6.
connected?
I've got a
GTX
GTX
50.
Well,
Yeah,
in a
I've got
way,
GTX
Reforger
1080.
is somehow similar to Flashpoint.
Oh, Chief, you're
So it's a
fine.
beginning of long journey.
You know what?
The
And we
1070 is
are really
weaker than the
passionate
1080 by
about,
marginal amount.
I'm gonna buy it myself right
building
now.
this
Okay,
together
I'm in debt.
because Arma 3 is a result of 20 years. So I really hope Arma Reforger is a beginning of another 20 years of
VR, by the way.
collaborative attitude, and at the end
think.
we will make massive games on top of this new platform.
Never mind, that
and
reload
fusion.
animation just looked
Also,
really
everybody
wonky.
has a lot to look forward to, I guess.
I may have one more question, gentlemen. You are very famous for using real-life locations in your games. If players wanted to visit any of these real locations, where would you send them?
Well, it's like surprisingly, Everon is based on Croatian
fantastic.
island Krk, but some people describe it as South Bohemia on the coastline of the ocean. So I think in this case, maybe they should visit Šumava.
I would like to be Šumava at the coast of the ocean. That would be
That
nice.
would be very nice. Yes.
Yeah, so welcome to Arma Reforger. There you can experience Šumava as an island.
I'm looking forward.
Gentlemen, what is your favorite Arma episode or DLC? Like up to this point.
Well, for me, it's very simple. It's the very first one. It's the Arma Cold War Assault, or originally known as Operation Flashpoint, because it's the game I had the biggest impact on. I made so many missions and even contributed to terrain making in other areas. So for me, it still remains
Can I install the
Operation
context now?
Flashpoint, and I
Yes, I
hope
can.
with Arma Reforger,
Oh my
some
God.
of this Flashpoint feelings comes back and is a beginning of an exciting new journey for all of us.
Good answer. You like all these.
Yes.
All this good. Yes.
And obviously,
Well,
I like
downloading the game.
the final chapter, Arma 3 Old Man, as well.
Maybe same question for you.
Well, for me, I really like Arma 2 Operation Arrowhead. There was the time when I really joined Bohemia
I brought you already.
but
I'm
my
not downloading it.
biggest heart is an Arma 3 because I was part of the development for many years and I was composed the soundtrack for it. So that's my love, yeah.
Well, thank you guys very much.
Well, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. I'm sure you are very busy men, so thanks for taking the extra time from your schedule. And now we will take a look at our first feature video.
Gameplay. The gameplay in Arma differs from classic FPS titles. While
Shut
it may
up and
look
take my
like a
money.
simple tactical shooter,
Right
it
decision
can
there.
actually
Oh, the stream's just crashed. Anyone there?
I'm still watching it.
be described as
Oh,
a platform
crash.
or complex
It keeps
military
coming.
sandbox due to the unlimited possibilities.
So you're downloading.
Oh, fucking no.
Oh my god, Sid, it looks so much better.
Let me just pause it. Sorry, guys.
The stream is having a stroke.
Yeah.
Here, if you do you want the actual, if you look at no mic, you can also watch it here too.
No.
The actual live stream.
Multiple
I
types
have
of
yours open,
gameplay
I
that
have this
feature
one.
its key points: freedom, authenticity, and a non-player-centric experience. In other words, we don't force players to play the game the way we want them to. Instead, they are able to decide how to achieve the given objectives on their own. The large terrain and variety of available vehicles create an infinite number of situations players can get themselves into,
God would love
even in
this.
one scenario.
We actually have to learn
And
how
this
to
war
navigate.
is not just about combat, because we've also focused on the logistical and communication side of things.
Yeah, they don't
That
want
means
have their
we've
players
prepared
wasting time
gameplay
UI
features which
minigames.
support a rich experience
Radio
for players,
frequencies.
focused on other
Yep.
aspects of war, and allow them to enjoy a multiplayer environment as drivers, radio operators, medics, and engineers. In an effort to make the adventure
trying to
even
make this
more
not
believable, players are expected to use their navigation tool to orient themselves in the
No
terrain.
more GPS. No
Do
more.
not expect useless HUD indicators.
Yeah, no more
We
GPS,
don't
boys.
want players to waste their time on UI minigames. We want them to live the game. So if you want to experience a believable world that offers freedom of choice and is more than just a game, give Arma Reforger a try.
And so now we have the lead designer, Jaroslav Kašný, aka Zozo. Hello.
Hello.
Thank you for coming. And also the first question from me. You mentioned in the video multiply types of gameplay. Can you describe some examples how players can approach the gameplay?
Yeah, right. Because the biggest advantage of Arma series is the freedom of choice. This makes the gameplay very non-linear and different. We don't prescript game, we don't do tunnel game, and even if you play the game for several times, you might experience different situations. So for example, even a small change in player loadouts or in soldier loadouts may completely change the situation. For example, if your way is blocked by an armored vehicle and you need to neutralize it, so if you can't, because you don't have the proper weapon which will penetrate the armor and destroy the engine turret, whatever, you need to find a different way. We don't say that the objective cannot be completed because something is blocking your way. It's up to player's agency if he can basically choose another way. Another example is that we simulate the weather and day-night cycle. So it means that
Are they drinking Cambridge
it really makes a difference if you assault a base in mid-noon, or if you assault a base in if it comes from dark or a foggy environment, or if you have a sun in your back, for example, it's very tactical benefit. So it's proved by the real life, basically.
So then you play with the shadows and everything. Kind of.
It's nicely said that we play with the shadows. Yeah, but
just going to talk for 1 hour
de facto yes, because it's the multiplayer game. So if you are not visible in the shadow, then for the enemy you are de facto invisible.
Cool. So each player has totally different experience.
Yes.
That's great.
That's good. You already partially answered my question, the next question I'm going to ask. But what do you see as truly crucial for the authentic experience?
I wouldn't say there is not just one or two crucial features which makes the Reforger the Reforger. It's about all the features which click together and make the feeling of the game. But we can divide it into three categories. It's about fighting, logistics, and communication. So I can elaborate more if you want on these categories.
Yes, I do want that, please.
You want it. Okay, so it's about the war, it's about the fighting. If you choose a different, or basically the weapons, each weapon in the game has different meaning. It has they have different purposes and their limitations.
And what's happening
so
now
you need to choose
UK
the proper
Russia.
loadout. And what we did is basically that we put a lots of effort into weapon simulation. We simulate the ballistics, the projectiles, multiple calibers, the penetration capabilities of these weapons, and this is basically about the fighting, because you need shoot, so you need weapons basically. So if we speak about the logistics, so armies don't win fights just because just by shooting or using weapons. It is about to be in the right place at the right time, and that's why we have vehicles in the game, so they are not used just a weapon. They can be used just for driving people and material supplies, ammunition on the right places. And we put a lot of effort as well to the vehicle simulation. I personally, I'm very excited about it, because I can say that it's the best driving in Arma series ever. So I hope people will enjoy it, even the driving. And if we speak about the communication, of course,
What's the
it's
latest
another
Xbox
aspect
console?
of war.
Oh, did you hear that?
Did
you hear that, Sid?
Information
Actually
from
relies
the
on the radio range.
and,
Actually
from
matters
the previous games or our
Imagine
games,
hacking in the
basically,
radios.
people are very used to have a signal range,
I can't wait.
the radio range, anytime, anywhere they can speak with anyone, but which is not the case of Reforger, because we decided to simulate also the radio signal range. So it means that it depends really on the devices you use. Like small radios have small radios range, and bigger ones have bigger.
Yeah, if
so
you have like old radio the grandfather gave you, you're gonna get
so
that signal.
many viewers
Yeah,
on
yeah,
the
yeah.
stream.
That's very authentic. I like that.
But my grandfather didn't give me a radio.
Mine did.
Yeah.
Anyways, I like that. Even the part you said about vehicles, that's that's a very nice attention to detail. Even though I will not be driving my Lamborghini to warfare, that's okay.
Yeah.
I would probably get stuck.
You don't want it.
Do you have any more questions?
There's a lot of details in the game
Oh,
with
that
the
worries
weapons
me.
and the
He's
cars
talking now,
and
it's like-
everything you said. So
talking
can you
about
tell us
loadouts.
what roles can
What if there's like
players
no
take
game modes in
Reforger?
first?
Yeah.
We have to
so
rely on people to make them.
Basically, it depends on the game mode you play in the Reforger. Reforger is mostly it's the platform, and depends what game mode will use. If the game mode use different
I'm reading the chat.
loadouts,
Drano said apparently the
because
coding
the
mode
loadouts
built in.
can
I tried telling him
build
that.
up a role.
Well, let's talk about these roles. Like, give me an example.
Yeah. So basically, we prepared on the sandbox
We
level
put a
for
lot
the
of work
sandbox
into the vehicle
functionality. We prepared
simulation. We'll see.
the loadouts, which are
He said that it's actually going to require like
rifleman,
certain calibers will actually be
machine
required to
gunner,
punch armor
and
properly
spotter
now.
and others. But in Reforger, I would say it's more about
Alright, I'll
a
buy
dynamic
Reforger, I
selection
guess.
of role. We
Just
don't say that
just tell the
you
bank I'll
choose
pay you
your
later.
role,
Give me 14
like
to
a
28
radio
days.
operator, and you play the radio
I just got
operator
the
all the
money, I
time.
just gotta find my
But
debit
if
card
you
now.
want to help your team as a radio operator, you take the radio in the game, or you can take it from Armory or from another place, and you can act as a radio operator. Or you will choose you will be fire support for your team. So you choose
Sid,
you
you're
take
gonna
the
have
machine
to
gun
add my other profile
full
too, by the way.
with backpack
What other
full
profile?
of ammunition, and
My
you
other
can
Steam profile.
help this way basically.
Or
Steam
have to
profiles
not take
got-
anything.
And I have
You'll
two.
be
He
baked.
only added the one.
Or
Stick
de
with the
facto
one you got.
you are not combatant.
No, because I
then.
had the one that I bought it on is
If
my
you
main.
haven't the
No,
haven't
put it on
the
the one you got.
uniform, and you
I didn't
can't.
mean
I
naked
just bought
bait.
it on my main.
Bait in
oh,
uniform.
okay. So you can get naked there, but I don't.
Okay,
suggest
too
it.
much detail now. Too much detail. Now.
So easily said, you can choose
I
and
have
you
a
can
dollar
change it going
and
through
1
the game.
cent in my account, in my bank
exactly.
left.
That's what dynamic means.
Yeah, thank you very much. And thank you very much for coming and for all your work in the game.
Yeah, thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you for
I
coming.
added you,
very
by
much.
the
And
way.
Now I'm sure it's time to take at yet another feature.
Lore and settings.
Ooh, Lord and settings.
With Arma Reforger, the entire concept of Arma returns to its Cold War roots. Operation Flashpoint was set in 1985, 4 years after the war between General Guba and U.S. forces on the Malden Archipelago.
it's like Rise
A
of the
global
Dragon.
conflict looms once again. We chose 1989 because it was an interesting time when superpowers invested heavily in the military, but combat remained rather straightforward. This type of battlefield is much easier to depict in an authentic way than modern conflicts. This allows us to focus on the combat as well as on communication and logistics. Reforger takes place on the island of Everon, one of the terrains in Operation Flashpoint. We've reimagined the entire island and tried to create something truly authentic because we want to transport players back to the time of the Cold War. Most of our development team is from the Czech Republic, so we drew a lot of inspiration from the realities of life in 1980s Czechoslovakia. Older players may recognize a number of things from their youth while exploring
Dude, what if my
Reforger's
teammates
environment.
bully me,
We
though?
also wanted to keep the experience of Reforger unique and down to
Rely on your
earth.
teammates.
Don't
lone
expect a
guys
digital
sitting in the field.
battlefield with augmented reality. This is all about the soldier
Okay,
in the
let's
field,
go buy
armed with a
Xbox X
radio,
for $500.
map, compass, and assault rifle, who must rely on himself and his teammates to fight, communicate, and make
Rely on
critical
your teammates.
decisions.
You help me! I'm
And
pinned
so,
down!
let's
Yo,
welcome the
fuck
master
off.
of
I'm
lore
not
and
helping
settings,
you.
Ivan Buchta. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Ivan. Welcome. So the paper says you took inspiration for your game from this place called Czech Republic in the 80s.
That's true.
True. True. Did you do a lot of field trips in the terrain? Where did you go? Tell us something about this.
Of course we did. The trick here is that Everon is a fictional terrain, although it's terrain
that
which is
small.
based on the Croatian island of Krk.
It's not.
We had to reinvent the whole
Let's find out.
landscape.
Do you want to know how
from
big
ground
it is?
up.
I can tell you right now,
So
Sid.
one of the first things we start to do
Is it a
is
real
to
map in
take
the actual
our
world?
environment design team
Yeah,
out,
the game
basically,
map is
to show
51
them
square
how
kilometers.
The Czech landscape
Okay.
looks like.
That's
how it's,
bigger than Atlas for all
composed,
sorts.
Send me the Google
what's
map.
important there, how it even
It's right on the
was
website, or no,
created.
the store page. Scroll
I
down
wonder,
to
and,
the About
I'm
Everon.
I'm
It says,
sorry, that was not my
51 square
question. Where did you
kilometer
go, Ivan?
mid-Atlantic island.
Okay, well, there were a couple of field trips to South
let me-
Bohemia.
Let me look how big
because
Altus
it's
is.
nice rolling hills with a nice landscape matrix of forests, pastures, little fields, a kind of idyllic landscape.
That's buying it now straight away.
Also a kind of landscape which we already know is perfectly suitable for an Arma gameplay, because you have a nice mixture of places to cover, places to advance along, lots of smaller
I can't use Altis, guys.
So definitely
that's a little bit of a fair one.
For a game like ours.
That's a good answer. You bring the
Well,
natural
you could do
beauty,
workbench on it. Ooh.
and then you bring carnage. It's great. Amazing.
I don't want to make you guys.
Sure
You can
everyone
mod
does, all
Arma
our friends.
Freeform using the
Are we
exact
going to
same
see
tools
any more
you're using
content
to
this
make.
year?
Of course we will. It
Sid, I
won't
don't
be
want to
just
make you sad,
addition of some new collections
but the
to
new
Everon,
map is
but we also
51
plan some new
kilometers squared,
features,
right?
which would call for a couple of new
Altis
tools in the
is
books.
270
Players can also
kilometers
look
squared.
forward to a couple of
So-
new exciting vehicles.
Altis is still bigger than that map.
Okay.
In the video we saw,
I thought so.
you were
What's-
highlighting
what's
the,
small?
the
What's the
fights are
smallest
very
map
authentic.
in the Arma 3? Isn't it Malden?
How do you
No,
verify this
Sidon.
authenticity?
Stratus.
We do a lot of research. A lot of work is done on really finding out how the physics work behind everything, and of course we
No, I gotta
also
give
rely
credit
on
to the
our
staff members
advisors,
for
people with
writing this,
past
man.
military experience who can steer the design and help us fine-tune the final thing.
I'm sure the entire process is very creative, but what part of the inventing do you think is the
So
most
it's a small
creative?
map, really.
Well, of course, mine.
Stratus is only
Well, I have to
19.3
say that
square kilometers.
the whole team on daily
So,
basis
times
display
two
a
really of
great
that,
deal of
about times three
creativity
of
on
that.
dealing
Let's
with their own
Malden, let's see
tasks.
Malden.
Well, I would say we are a very creative bunch of people. Indeed.
Malden is
Just tell me
62.
one thing.
Bit smaller
Like
than
the
Malden,
detail
so
of it.
yeah.
Well, I think
mean,
that
it's not bad.
So it's not
coming
that
up
big,
with
really.
idea which
Still
later
travel
turns
around,
into a
drive
possible
around.
alternate reality is quite something.
It's a very infantry.
Not everyone can do that, and I'm
Yeah,
very
don't
happy
forget,
to say
like they
that
said,
there are
their whole
many
goal
great
from
people
this,
in
by the
team
sounds
who
of it,
can,
is
help you
having people
achieve this.
mod the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
So
I can tell that
we
you're
just
a
need
very
to wait
passionate
like
and
probably.
creative man, Ivan. It sounds
I'll give it
amazing.
like 2 weeks
Tell us,
at
how do
most,
you
and we'll
approach
already have a
creating the
decent
law?
amount.
Maps.
Mate, they'll probably just
Where
get
does the
Arma 3
inspiration
weapons
come
on there.
Now,
From
think about it.
sources,
Arma 3
from
weapons
the
will for sure get
literature,
copied over.
movies,
Altis will get copied over
military
easy. Think of it,
history,
Altis is
that's,
super easy.
Contact
Transferring
with
maps
them,
is easy.
Aliens will get copied over.
and
The
of
zombies
course,
will get copied over.
There are other
A lot of
other
shit's
things
probably
like
gonna
fine
get copied
art,
over. It would be
and
really
music,
funny
you
if
know,
like
certain
Arma
mood,
2
or even
assets
walking
still
out.
get
I'm very
copied over to
passionate
Arma
hiker,
4.
just passionate game developer, and sometimes
Think about
just
it. Even
scenes
Arma
in
2
nature.
assets will. They're really
The
easy
idea
just
that
because the
we
way
can
Arma's
do
set up, it's really
something
easy to do that type of
landscape like
shit.
this.
Yeah, I could hide in that
And-
bush with a gun.
Think about it. If you just copy over
Almost like
Arma
that,
3
almost like
assets,
Hang on, give me a second,
that's
guys.
over.
So he just takes the creativity from everywhere. what you
That's
see.
true. That's
true
true.
artist.
It's it's just waiting out
Oh, look
there.
at the Zeus mode.
Well, thank you very much for your hard work, because we can see you put really big effort
Sid, they're doing
into
the Zeus
this.
mode.
Well, it's a work of the team.
Thank you.
Thank you for coming, Ivan. And now we will take a
Oh
look
my
at
God.
another feature.
Game Master. Game Master is a tool that lets you make up your own scenarios in real time. It is a sequel to the
fucking
popular
lightning bolt
Arma
someone,
3 Zeus
lightning
mode.
bolted a dude.
In the game, there is one person,
Dude, this
or
looks
possibly
so
more,
much better.
who can control the mission. They can add new soldiers, new
dude, this-
objects,
I
new
wish we could do an
vehicles,
op in
and
this.
more. They can control those vehicles and soldiers, give them orders,
All
send
right,
players
fuck,
to attack other
55th?
players. The list goes
We gotta
on.
start a
Basically,
56th
anything that
Delta,
comes to mind.
and it's just
In Game
Reforger.
Master, everything needs to be created from scratch. It's a blank canvas waiting for its game masters. Players can customize it, add new objects, add new things to insert, and or add new systems and expand it further. Everything will be instantaneous,
get back, hurry,
in real
run fast.
time,
You just
with
missed the
no
Zeus
saving
editor.
missions. That's why we've made it so Game Master offers the best possible tools for instant management.
White Rocks,
but who knows?
he was running his
Modders
game,
might
his
find
game
a
didn't
way
even run
around
for that
that
long, and it
too.
crashed.
Rip.
And so now we have the game designer here, Hedrick Offenberg.
I'm
Hello.
waiting for the Steam
Hello, Hedrick.
reviews
Welcome.
to just say
Why don't you
terrible,
tell us
crashes
what we're most curious
constantly.
about?
It probably
Cannot
will
run.
at first.
The biggest difference in the Zeus.
It probably will at first because it's brand
the big
new.
thing that we
But
tried to
honestly,
improve was to allow players
the one
to
thing,
create their
the one thing that I'll kill
interactions
White Rex for is he
faster
got
and
into the game
straight
and he
from
didn't even
the- from
test
the
one
get-go.
thing.
So we did a number of improvements to
FPS.
speed things up. Part of it was to
That should have been a
introduce
thing.
the content browser where
Dude,
all
what
the
if-
assets are in a
I'll
simple
tell you
place
soon,
where
my game's
players
got
can
2
use
minutes left
filter-based
on it. It's
searches
really
to quickly
tanking
find
now.
what they're looking for.
For no
We also
apparent reason.
introduced
Because for me to
some,
download a
new
gig shouldn't take a
elements into
minute
the game,
50.
such as the compositions and easy-to-find groups, so they can quickly create scenes that will fuel their own creativity.
And now maybe more detailed questions. Are there any limitations? Like, for example, if the player wants to add like million BTRs to the game, is that possible?
Well, we did introduce some limitations because, of course, we also want players with maybe not the newest or less powerful
Oh,
computer
did you hear
to
that?
be able to experience the game as
So
we
means
separated
more
it into
desync, well,
4
maybe no more
different
desync.
categories. So there is a
Hopefully.
limitation for basic
Well,
objects,
they just said they're
vehicles,
capping it
AI,
pretty much.
and some scripted
Like,
systems.
if you
So
hit your
if the
cap,
game master
sucks to
fills up
suck,
one of them,
you
they might
can't
have
add
to
more, you gotta
reduce or
delete
remove
shit.
some of the elements that are taking it up to free up some space. But that way, we can make sure that everybody
gonna make
can
me
enjoy the game as a game.
make things smaller,
Which
but maybe
easier
hopefully like they have the
say
headless client system
means
still
that
to improve
you don't
it.
have to, or you don't need to have the newest computer to play.
Indeed, as many people as
Sid
should
didn't
be
even
able
add
to
me on
enjoy
my
it
other
as possible.
profile.
That's great. Then you can play too.
Maybe. But
Ace
what do you expect
2.
to be the first mod?
Is that already out?
Well,
What?
that's quite a tricky one because, of course, the
Look
game
at
master is
imagine.
also
Wait, is there even a workshop
tool
page
where
yet?
players are
Thing
able to
Ace.
create their own content.
You know what's funny?
but,
There's no workshop page yet.
we did make it with modding in mind, so players and modders alike can
Okay, well, I guess I can read the
introduce
game
some of
notes
the,
really
the
quick.
features
There's
into the game master.
conflict,
So
join
I'm
players
thinking maybe
online,
some
experience Cold
special
War
interactions that
as a
will
US
help
versus
them
or co-
test or debug or
Yo,
maybe even
dude,
support the game
capture
mode that they're working
strategic
on.
positions,
And
dominate the
we'll
battlefield.
also
It's
work on console,
basically
so
fucking invade
That sounds
Annex.
great.
It
I'm
does.
already looking forward to it.
That right there.
Thank you so
Capture
much for your
strategic
time.
positions,
And
dominate the
now,
battlefield,
we're
work
going
with
to
others
watch
to secure
yet another
objectives in a
video
dynamic,
feature.
unforgiving environment with a selection of periodic, authentic weapons and vehicles.
Arma
Recreate them
Reforger
to
is a
meticulous detail.
community-oriented game. Therefore, enabling user-generated content is key for
Multi-platform.
us. We want to support mod
All right, it's
creation and
downloaded.
give access to
Time to learn
publishing
3D
and playing the
modeling.
modded content across platforms.
Oh, I got to install
Preparing our
Battle Eye.
own workshop was essential to achieving this goal. The in-game workshop supports the entire mod lifecycle and has been
The mod
streamlined from Arma 3. As a
Much
content
go.
creator, you'll be able to publish your mods to the workshop directly. In other words, you don't need to use a separate publishing tool because it's integrated into the
Whoa.
development process. Using our unified set of modding tools, you'll be able to upload your mod, set the
wanna do the
needed
tutorial, but I will
dependencies,
in a
and
second.
manage it directly in the workshop.
Doing the
As a
workshop,
player,
okay,
you'll
blah,
be
blah,
able
blah,
to
okay, give me the
enjoy
fuck
the
out of this.
integration of modding into the
I'm on
game.
4.com. Hold
For
on, what's this?
example, you won't need to reload
It's
the
real.
game if you want to join a modded server because it is way more
on, I
automated.
just gotta, you know,
and of
just
course, our
hit that
workshop
fast
supports
subscribe.
all the important functions like subscribing,
I know your
filtering,
email now.
sorting, rating,
Oh, you're gonna dox
blocking,
me?
and reporting
All right, let's
mods,
first things first.
as well
Where's
as
the
joining
fucking
servers
settings?
where those mods are present.
We'll deal with that later.
And so now we have the
totally
workshop
gonna
producer
remember looking at the
Natasha
email.
Gafonova here. Hello. Hello.
I don't give a fuck if somebody sees my
And my
email.
first
So there's
question
no
for you
full
is,
screen anymore. That's
easy
fucking
one.
bullshit.
Tell us more
VSync, get that out
about
of here.
the new workshop
just
that you've
borderless.
prepared for the players.
Bruh.
Workshop
draw
is
distance.
our own
We'll
tool
use just that for
to
default.
enable player creativity. Straight in game, you can browse, upload, and download mods.
What the
As
fuck
we did
language
with
is
Arma
that?
3, but in Arma 3 we had the workshop, and now we're going for an integrated one, so that players from consoles can be
Max.
invited to join the limitless community creation
Grass
process.
That shit's gotta be
So
max,
they can
man.
actually make
Environment?
everything
That's
they
gotta
want.
be max, man.
Console players will be
Alright,
able
you're just gonna
to
save like that? Guess
access
so.
all the mods. You
Okay,
can create them on
7.1,
PC
understandable.
and enjoy them
Show
cross-platform.
2D scopes.
It's a place where you can fulfill all
Persistent
your
items?
deepest desires.
Okay.
Yeah.
Game master.
Crazy.
This is Zeus
dreams.
stuff.
Anyways, it's been a big part
Okay, and then there's
of
controls.
Arma series for a while.
Oh, this is
It was
nice
in Arma
equipment.
3. What
Character,
is the most
vehicle,
important thing about
weapon,
the workshop
turret,
that even players
camera,
of Arma 3 were
game
very
master.
familiar with?
Yeah, let's see what's in here.
Players of Arma
Elevation
3
up,
will enjoy the
transverse,
same
fire,
limitless
reload, and then
creativity
just
as
your
they've done
optics.
over the years.
So just
And I
default.
think they will be delighted
what's
to
where's the
hear
equipment?
that
Here
in
you go.
our new workshop,
Binoculars, there's a
they
flashlight
will
still,
be able to
wristwatch.
update mods
We're gonna be
without leaving
cracked.
the application. So it will be
Let's
much
see.
easier
Oh.
and faster for them
There's
to
already
join their
that's fucking
friends.
theirs.
If you join a server or
I
a
thought somebody
scenario
already made one.
and you don't have some mods for it, which is a very common
filter.
scenario in Arma 3, every Armory fans
only
will
one.
know it.
Let's go!
You will be able to just download automatically
hit
all
that
the
fat
mods that you're
download.
missing. The game will detect it for you and tell you, here's a
Game
package,
Master.
download it, and you're ready to go. It's much faster and much simpler for our community to enjoy playing together, because that's our ultimate goal.
You said it's easy for all the players, but still, there are any limitations? Will all the modes be available on consoles?
Come on, we can't give them
Alright.
everything.
All right, yeah, sure. You want to access my firewall?
That's right.
Go ahead.
Our console players will be able to
I just get
enjoy
hacked by fucking
all the mods
Bohemian.
that fit within console limitation
now
of
owns your
memory.
computer.
And
Oh God.
the rest
Oh my
they
God,
can
this looks
also
really pretty.
enjoy
It's
on
going under the
PC
water.
because
Oh,
we have
Jesus, what
account
the hell did I
linking,
just do?
Bohemia account.
Just, like, turned up the time
and
scale. Oh
also
my
it
God.
means that
I'm like freaking
players
turning the
will
time
be
scale up.
able to create mods
How am I
on
doing
PC
that, though?
and
Am I-
enjoy them across platforms.
What the hell button?
Another
hell?
limitation
How-
will
what?
be the stable
Okay,
core of the game, because of course we want people to be creative, but
I'm,
we
like,
also
somehow
want a
turning
safe
the time
experience
up.
for everyone, so the core of the game and the code will be untouchable.
What?
Okay, here's up and down. That's all we need.
So not all
And
the
then
desires.
forward,
Not all of them. Unfortunately. not-
forward,
If
speed
your
boost.
desire
Here
is
we
to
go.
break the game, then
Nope,
it's a no.
I took off my finger off forward. We're zooming.
Okay.
Or
I'm
zooming.
sure you have seen a lot of weird stuff in the modding community.
What
But you have,
we
of
want?
Oh
course,
my god!
obviously seen amazing
Water!
things. What is some of your
It's
most
actually
favorite
real
mods?
water.
Not
It's not just a stalling
It
object.
would be really hard to
That
choose
was
because
good.
I think the
All right, where is
best thing about
fucking
Arma is the
interface?
versatility
Place
of the
NFTs tab.
sandbox. And
Where are the
for
Vix?
What the
every
fuck is-
fan,
Good point. Let's
there
go to vehicle
is
zone.
a
Weird.
different, different area in which they can
All right,
patch
what do we want to
into.
see first?
And the
Willie's
modding
Jeep.
allows people to go very specific and
Willie's
very
Jeep
into
with 50
detail.
cal.
If you want to mod your favorite fantasy universe, or if you want to go super realistic military
God, I did the time scale again.
simulation, you can
I'm
do
doing
it.
the time scale
There
again.
is no
What the
limit.
fuck? Oh.
Some mods are really tiny, like reskins.
Oh, it's
and
okay.
some
It's when I
mods
hold my
are
mouse
massive,
button, because
like,
they've
for
changed their
example, probably
controls.
all community
Oh,
members
Jesus,
know
I'm inside.
Ace mod, which became a base for
That's actually-
a lot of
that's
games
actually-
ever since it was created.
Hold on, I know where we need to check.
And I think that community creativity
like
is something that
adjust speed.
is to be enjoyed without maybe picking a favorite.
Do you personally have something you would like
there
to
we go.
see there, or you would like someone else to make?
I would like community to impress us.
Dude, that's
I wanna
actually
see something
insane. I
that
can read that
I
perfectly.
would be.
Holy
I didn't know it was
shit.
possible.
Where's the other
Well
one?
done.
Here we go. We're going to the other
Okay,
side.
maybe
There's one that has a little
this
bit more
time we'll
detail
find
to it.
I'm already getting ideas, but I'm not gonna say them out loud. Natasha,
Yo.
modding has always been
Oh
a
my
very
God.
important part of Arma series. What are the most
Alright, we gotta place
significant
a unit
changes
here.
from Arma 3?
Tap.
Apart from
Oh,
the fact
there's
that
more
we're
VX.
moving away from Steam Workshop partially and having
Trucks,
our
more
own
trucks, lots of trucks,
one,
armored personnel.
the
There's no helicopters.
changes will include cross-platform play.
Yeah, there's civil.
It has never been
And
done before
air.
in Armor that
Stuff, air
console players
armor.
could enjoy mods
Alright,
just as
shit.
well as
Probably
PC.
later.
The fact that
DCR.
Workshop is fully integrated in-game will allow Arma
my God,
fans
look at
to
the scratches. You
update
can see,
and
like, all the scratches on the
download new
back.
mods without leaving the application.
I go right
which
into the
I'm
exhaust
sure
pipe.
a lot
Let's
of
see.
fans
We're going into the
remember as
exhaust pipe.
pain from Arma 3 days.
Kinky.
And
We're in the exhaust pipe
another
now.
useful part about it is that if you join the scenario or a
my
new
God, look at
server
the
which
detail in
has
here.
mods on it, the game will automatically detect which
we've
mods
gone
you're
too far.
missing and will offer you to download an entire package quickly and easily. Another
Set on fire. What?
wonderful addition that I think a lot of modders will appreciate in particular is Workbench being integrated with Workshop, so you can upload from our
Well
set
done.
of
It's
modding
taking
tools
damage.
Directly to Workshop. Maybe
The
another
armor
thing
is
to
set on
mention
fire.
is that
So-
That's
our
actually
Workshop supports
nice. Okay.
interdependencies between add-ons, which means that
okay.
you can use mods of other people, modify,
place entities. Where
modify them,
is-
add
we
on
need
top
to
of
go-
them, mix and match.
What's in here?
And it will support the whole tree
Yeah, let's just
structure
buildings.
of
We're gonna go to
modding
groups.
on top of modding
Oh,
on
no,
top of
can we
modding.
just do a single person? Oh, we
There's so
can.
many possibilities.
Yes, it really sounds like you've tried to make it more
well, we need obviously this
user-friendly
guy.
and effective. I like that. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you for your
Start
time.
bleeding?
And now
Start
we will look
bleeding.
at another
He's now bleeding.
video feature.
Infusion and Workbench.
just tormenting this man.
Infusion will provide our players with tools
Oh,
that empower
Jesus.
them to either change or extend Armor
That's
Reforger
different.
and create
You
their own
spin me
multi-platform
right
content.
round, baby, right?
Damn
Stays
it.
eased.
We worked very hard to make the workflows and
Alice
tools
Sniper.
as simple and
So
as
you got all your
user-friendly
equipment
as
here.
possible.
I don't like
Making
how you don't have a
mods
weapon
and
slot now. It
add-ons
just
should
fucking
be a
goes in
piece
like.
of cake for those who have already created them for past Arma titles.
What the fuck?
What?
No, I don't like that.
New modders will experience
That's weird.
relatively painless learning
That's gonna
curve
take a lot of
thanks to the
getting used to.
documentation and samples
All right, here we go,
we'll
map.
be releasing.
Map looks pretty similar.
We're providing a completely
actually not that bad.
integrated development
Size.
environment with Infusion. No more text editors when you want to make a change.
Can I like do anything with the map? Can I draw
Our
on it
editor
still?
understands modding, so you can easily create a new
I can't
modded
draw on the
file.
map.
See the
Oh,
changes
fuck.
you've made, check what
Maybe you
other
need,
mods
like,
are
specific
modifying,
map
define
tools or some
dependencies,
shit.
and
I
enter
better
play
not be
mode to
getting- oh,
immediately
oh
experience
god, I'm
the
changing
changes
my
you've
radio
made.
now.
The speed of development has
Adjust.
increased
Oh, Jesus.
significantly,
Okay, so
while
in
the time
base
needed
game,
to create a new terrain has
kinda like,
decreased substantially.
what's that
These
mod
are
that
just
we
two
use?
of the many added
Task
values
Force
you'll
Radio.
enjoy using Infusion.
Yeah, T4.
Or at least more
Most
advanced
importantly,
radios.
Infusion will help
Yeah,
close
that's
the
pretty
gap
not
between
very
us
advanced. You
and
just
our
hold down.
community
Oh, shit.
like never
G.
before, as you'll be able to use the same technology we did
slightly more-
while
well, more than
developing
the
Arma
Arma
Reforger. We can't
Yeah,
wait
now
to
it's
see what you
actual
come up with.
frequencies.
Oh god, I'm going real slow.
Welcome back, ladies
we
and
got this.
gentlemen. Now here, sitting with us,
Ah, there we
Mr.
go.
Pavel
Proper.
Shafar, the master of Infusion and Workbench. Pavel, I have a question for
What
you.
am I doing wrong
How
here?
challenging
Okay.
will it be?
I gotta
for
actually turn the
complete
engine
newbies
on.
to
Is there a
create
parking
mods
brake I gotta turn
with
off on
new
this
engine?
too? Oh,
Well, not that
Turn the
easy
lights
to
on.
answer, because
I
it
got
depends
lied to,
on
the
the
engine didn't
complexity
turn
of
on.
the mod one would like to
Hold
create.
it, maybe?
But
I did.
the modder starts small
Okay,
and at complexity relatively, I
engine's
think
on.
it will
What
be
am-
fairly easy for him.
I just
So
put it in
even
gear.
A newcomer
In
or
gear?
newbie who have never
I just
made
did.
a mod before should be able to do it. But
Can I like? Oh, I can zoom in.
it's
on.
fair to say that we are also changing the
Maybe rather
technology,
there's a parking
the Arma,
brake.
so even
It's not
more
even a parking
experienced
brake.
modders will
Sid,
be
look at my stream right
newbies.
now.
But we've made sure that
What
there
the
is
fuck?
enough documentation for them. And
Look at my
onboarding process
stream.
as
Look
soon as
around to
possible,
switch
so they
seats.
should
Yes.
be,
Let's go,
effective
baby.
Here we go.
as soon as they start.
50
modding.
go!
Will they have to learn new code?
Oh yeah.
Well, depends
Okay.
on what kind of content
Oh,
they
yeah,
would
I
like to
can- I can make
create.
that. There
There
we
is
go.
a type of content
Let's change
which
that.
doesn't require modding at all, like new models, sound
that's
effects,
not
new
what you want.
terrains. But of course, if you would like to implement a new game system feature, then yes, you need to learn scripting.
Should be able to hear that now.
But our enforced
There we
scripting
go.
language
Now we'll figure out
is
this.
very similar to
God damn
other
it! Quick slot.
object-oriented,
No.
strongly
I
typed
gotta hold X
languages.
to exit.
So it shouldn't be that hard for people
bitch
to
got
learn,
any
and I've
gas?
seen a lot of people to learn
We
it
don't
in
know how
the
you check for
past,
gas.
so
I
I'm
mean, the
pretty
lights
sure
are
that
on.
they will
That's
be
a
able
good
to do it.
sign.
Sounds good. Maybe even you can learn this.
Well, maybe I can
I
try.
maybe?
But you know, the time in life.
think I
is
just put the parking
important,
brake
so
on.
I have a little more detailed question. How long
Yeah,
can it take to
I'm
create,
pushing
for
a button.
example, like a
I'm-
new
I'm
car
pushing
with
buttons
these
and I'm
small
doing
modules, in comparison with the old ones?
It's very hard to say because vehicles are
we're cooking with gas.
most complex entities we have in our game.
All right,
And
we only-
it's
we only got
very
reverse.
sophisticated,
Move.
Even in our
We only got
team,
reverse.
It goes across multiple
Okay,
departments.
put it in forward gear.
From modeling, texturing, user interface
E,
design,
Q,
programming.
F,
So it's pretty challenging
B,
task. But it's doable, definitely.
G,
It will take some time. But maybe what's important is
X,
that with current generation of tools, the process should be
Oh my
much
God, it
faster. The
looks
time to deliver such a feature should be
Yeah, you watching my
significantly
stream?
lower
Yeah.
as the workflows improved. We've implemented a couple of industry standards.
All right, we're cooking with gas again?
everything should be, let's say, easier and more intuitive. They
All right,
also
going to the
have
options now.
Workbench,
Oh wait,
our
there's a field
development
manual.
environment, so they will not
Movement.
need to use cluttered
Land vehicles.
environment full of, I don't know, different editors, command line
Handbrake
tools.
is space, full
So
throttle
everything
is
should be,
shift,
let's say,
accelerate is
much-
W. So
much
like
better and
space.
efficient.
So I chose
Space.
the hard one, car.
Space.
But for me, as the
We got
person
reverse.
who never did it, like a beginner,
That's it. Can only
what should
reverse.
I do? Like what I will be able to do?
If we take this car as an
Before you
example,
go forward,
we
not
can
work.
take our
I can't,
car
it's supposed to be
and just,
W.
you know, make a small modification, maybe change
you
sound
give me that?
effect, visual
I
effects,
am, look,
particles,
pull up- oh, I just
sound,
built
Willie's
manual.
Jeep is
some new
broken.
small
small feature. And
Yeah, because look, you go
start
to
from there.
movement, land
You've already
vehicles,
mentioned documentation. Will it be
steering,
available on
AW,
the release?
accelerate there.
Absolutely.
Full
It will
throttle
be
there, but there's
available,
nothing to change the
including
gearbox.
samples, so people will have some inspiration to take from.
And you
and we will also
restart the
update,
engine.
This documentation and
All right,
resources.
let's turn this bad boy off.
Feedback we
We'll
receive.
restart this bad boy.
Look at the
Get
gearbox
to work,
again.
modders. Chop chop.
No.
Thank
Look
you,
at the
Pavel,
stick.
for your hard work, and
How did you get your hands
now
on that
see
stick
another
then?
showcase.
I hit S.
Conflict.
put it
Conflict
in
in
gear.
Reforger is a multiplayer
maybe
mode
there's
based
an
on
actual
Capture
control,
the
let's see.
Island, which players from previous Arma games will already be familiar
Throttle,
with. Two factions,
persistent
the U.S.
handbrake.
Army and the Soviet Army, fight each
gear
other for
shift,
control
E.
of the island.
Okay, it's E.
The main objective of the game is to capture the enemy's headquarters, which is usually located on the other end of the
I'm
island.
being scammed.
You move through the map gradually
Definitely
while
being
expanding
scammed
the
here.
radio signal.
All right,
You
this
can't
Jeep does not
conquer
work.
the outposts without it.
We're not gonna
It's
talk
also
about that.
important to
I can't-
follow the
okay, I can
movement
be out
of
of it.
supplies,
When I see the
which
Zeus
allow
Sid,
you to
check this
build
out. Ready?
various services at your bases.
Wait, how do I get the fuck out of this?
You can also make use of mobile headquarters, where players can respawn. Radio communication is essential. You can connect autonomously with friends or players you meet on the map and form your own groups.
like the Zeus
Each
manager
group
now.
can have its own radio frequency, and together you traverse
Yeah,
the
here we
map.
go, look at it.
This communication is indispensable in terms of fulfilling
show you
the
the full map.
conflict quests
There
and
it is,
maximizing
in full.
the potential of Reforger itself. Players can also advance
bad.
in military rank. We designed Conflict
But you
in
ready
order
for
to
this, Sid? This
showcase
is
all
like
the
whole
cities,
features
that's
that
it, isn't
Arma
it?
Reforger will offer.
There is
You
this
should
one
be
down
able
here.
to access anything the
I don't
game
know.
will
There we
offer
go.
with this mode.
Oh, that's lovely.
And so now we have another guest
Yeah, I
here.
need this to
It's
change my
Master of
camera
Conflict,
movement speed.
Josef Zemanek.
Whee!
Hello, welcome. Josef,
which one's
the
up?
first
There we
question
go.
is
Oh,
kind of
Jesus.
obvious.
My God.
Can you tell me how many players
go.
can meet on the one map in
Small
multiplayer?
slot.
Sure. Currently, we support up to 64 players in a single match, but we will be working
Oh
on
my
increasing
God.
this number as we move forward
you're gonna love
with
this
the
for Zeus
development
stuff.
of early access.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it is.
Look at this.
How many is
Oh,
the
shit.
maximum you want to have there?
Time will tell. We are not sure yet.
And your
He says his large
own?
slot, right? I could place.
I will not go there because
I could place
you know,
a large
you can't
checkpoint,
really
it's
tell
already
at this
pre-made.
stage.
Okay.
This one's a small slot.
I really like this conflict
I
you're
can
talking
do-
about. If I want to play this, do I need tactical training?
Plays.
Well, I sure hope not, because you know,
do small
playing the
ammunition.
conflict itself should be the tactical training that you need,
Plays
because naturally,
field
the
point.
longer you play, the better your tactical and strategical decisions will be. But to get you started, we introduced a sort of tutorial
fast you can
scenario
just go
that you
through
can
this.
play before actually joining a multiplayer match, where you will be able to, you know, get familiar with all the important controls and the game rules that Conflict offers in a safe environment before actually joining the full-scale battle.
Perfect.
Okay, now radio is essential, of course, but can you tell us some possibilities of communication between players, a different one than the radio?
Well, you can use direct speech when you are close enough to each other. Then, of course, you can use the standard chat, you know, just type the messages with your keyboard and other
to get
players
Sid's
will be
favorite
able to see
place.
them on screen. You will also be able to draw in the map, be it, you know, some arrows or pictures
loud as
maybe,
fuck.
if that's your thing. And, for instance. And then you will also be able to use hand gestures, such as pointing at something you want your
Yeah, you like that,
teammates
Sid?
to look at the moment.
I was just watching the guy
So there are some new things we can do.
Look at
Maybe
this. The
maximum has got
even
6 full
drawing
players.
hearts. I don't know, in a war, but
Probably. We'll see.
Yeah,
in a
I
second.
hope it's
I'll
just
look at
hearts.
multiplayer in a bit.
They said they were going to increase it.
we
We're
hope
not
so.
sure.
Thank you
Are
very
you going to
much.
increase it?
I'm really
We're
looking
not
forward
sure.
to this. Thank you
I
so
was
much
like,
for
"You
coming,
son of a
Jose.
bitch."
And now play the next
Oh,
video
look at that,
showcase,
Sid, over
please.
here too.
Audio.
Look at that. There's these stuff in the cities. You'll like that if you ever want to make a Zeus mission on here.
We placed a
Look at this,
lot of
right-click
emphasis
this,
on the
go
sound
here,
of weapons and
click
military
place.
vehicles
There's already
and
pre-made
tried to be
ones.
as
You'll eventually
authentic as
already download
possible
them,
by
click it,
using our
boom,
own
there's a small
recordings.
checkpoint. I can come over here.
The
I
aim
can go
was to be
here.
as accurate as
There's
possible.
now a small bunker over
We
there.
were able to take the utmost care with all
There's
of
a small
Reforger's sounds
ammunition.
because our audio team consisted of 5 people,
do a
each
small
in
MG
charge of
nest
their own
there.
area. One person was in charge of weapons,
we'll
another was in
do
charge of
a small firing
vehicles,
position
yet
there.
another was in
Boom.
charge of
I've
ambient
now just set up
sounds, and
that
others.
side of the town.
Another thing worth mentioning is the music.
Mate, they made the
Reforger
fucking
is
sound
set at the
realistic
end of the
again.
1980s.
Yeah.
We
and then
wanted
look at
to
this. Look
introduce
at your actual
deeper
entity
emotions
browser,
into the
Sid.
game, maybe a bit of nostalgia,
You
and a
can now
touch of
filter by
Operation
these.
Flashpoint as well. That's
Just
why
do a
we worked with
character.
classical music composer Dominik Svoboda,
I know
who
you like
created
these
an
ones more,
almost
the
purely
compositions.
orchestral score for our game. We recorded the
Yeah, I already
music
placed
with
them
a
down, you'll
real
see it.
live orchestra at
I use one
Smechki
of these,
Studio
these
in
things.
Prague with the kind help
where's
of
my zoom in?
Soundsgate.
Good sound and high quality audio.
No, don't
It's very
go that
important for
high.
every modern shooter game. And now with us is sitting Tomasz Bayer, the lead audio designer for this game.
There's the large living
Hello,
quarters.
welcome.
Oop, I
Thank
just
you.
dragged it.
Tomasz, how many weapon sounds did you actually have to create?
So the short answer would be around 1,400, because we've calculated that.
I think people stop watching it because
the
the
longer
game
answer
downloading.
would be that we
Yeah,
actually
pretty much.
use a modular system
saw that it was
for the
out.
weapon sounds configuration,
Medical tent.
which means
Here's the
that,
command tent.
for instance, the shot sound is
Some of these are pulled
made
from
out
DayZ,
of
pretty much.
more sounds, which are
Not
layered
very much,
on
but
top
like
of each
DayZ.
other.
There's your
which
medical
gives
tent right
us,
there, Sid.
besides other things, it gives us possibility that every shot sounds a bit
here,
different.
this side.
Like the same sound can sound different in various environments, because
I don't
we
know
have
what
meadows, we have
operational
forests,
figure off
you know,
the
hills
on it.
in the game, and
Context.
the shot sound have a tail or reverb, and they are different. You know, even
this
though
has
you
no
are shooting
editing,
from
no
the
properties
same
I can
weapon,
edit.
you hear a bit different sound
too bad.
according
Oh, I just broke
to the
it.
environment you're shooting in.
Nice.
What else can
Sounds
go
very
here?
difficult.
Yeah, and immersive.
Yeah. I know the audio is not just about the weapons. So if you think about what was the most
the field
difficult thing
hospitals.
to record, like, did you have any problems during that?
The biggest recording session, which we
It is a
were
large
having
field hospital in here too.
last year, was
Maybe
the
not.
recording of the car destruction. The last thing which we did on that session was the car crash,
There's objects,
so
it
that
seems
was
here.
pretty intense.
Beehives.
Of course,
65 things for
we've
you to
had
pick from, Sid.
like a people doing this for us, so we were only behind the microphones, and
Beer
where
bottles.
we were active. On the other hand, what we enjoyed was the like the destruction itself. When we've had, for instance, big hammers, you know, or knives and this kind of thing. And so we broke the window of the car or other parts, and we've had great sounds from that and great experience, of course, as well.
So you personally
A
take
very
the hammer
evil
and crash a
You
car.
need to get the player.
That's even good
Do
for
no
like, if
more
you
of
have
that.
a bad day.
Yeah, that sounds like a lot of fun.
You just go and
we'll
destroy a
spawn
car
in,
and it's your work. That's great.
Yeah,
Guarantee
it
you,
was quite
within the next
revealing.
5 hours, lawnmower mod.
I was told you will be releasing the
Drivable
orchestra
lawnmower
soundtrack soon on
versus-
Spotify, but
Ah,
let's look
no, you
closer.
can't do anything
Is
with
there
it.
some kind of mysterious, interesting instrument
Oh, now I'm a
used
sad
maybe
boy.
or something
Oh God,
like that?
I've tapped out.
I would say not exactly
that.
mysterious instrument,
stream's still going,
but
right?
more like a mysterious vibe or atmosphere
hospital.
which the music is bringing, because our
know
let's say
what?
design
I'm gonna
or
stop
what we
the
wanted to
stream
achieve with the
and
music
download this
was
shit.
to like not
I would.
take too many attention when the music
Radio.
is played in the game,
Guys, I'm gonna
but
start the
rather
stream.
to
Well, thank you for
support
watching.
what
I will
players
stream
should
this
feel
live. Once
in
again,
a
it's
specific
downloaded.
moment, in the specific
So I'll be right back.
environment.
Yeah,
So we've
make
used,
that
as
up.
you're saying, the classical live orchestra
Bandages.
for this. And like if I should pick one instrument
scammed?
which